Hey everyone! So, the past couple of days in the house have been kind of boring. Well, they've been interesting, but more so boring for me personally. For a little tiny bit, I had really high hopes that something crazy was going to happen, but a conversation between Josh and Christmas last night killed any hope that I had. Whatever, it is what it is. It really feels like this season is becoming more and more predictable. And it makes feeds unenjoyable for me. Like, for me personally, feeds have become so boring that I haven't wanted to watch, but I have because I'm addicted at the same time. So I've been watching, don't get me wrong. I've been watching. But my heart, it hasn't been in it like it normally is. Like, it hasn't been as committed as I normally am. And that really sucks because I love feeds. But it's pretty much just become the same shit all the time, every single day. And it normally revolves around Paul and his minions talking shit about Jody. It's literally all he ever talks about. Raven talking about her 100,000 illnesses. It's even gotten to the point where I'm kind of like over even seeing Jody because all that they do is kind of just sit in the bedroom and fist their ass all day. Like, that's boring to me. It's just become quite repetitive and I'm a little bored. But as we know from last night's episode, Josh, he won HOH. Woo, Josh! Like, oh my god. Like, because I've known that Josh won HOH, obviously. I mean, it's on feeds, like. My first initial reaction to Josh winning HOH was, oh my god, Paul won HOH again. And for a moment, well, not for a moment, I've been slightly surprised by Josh's approach to being HOH and all of that. He has made it very clear that he doesn't want it to be Paul's HOH, that's his, and he wants it to be ran by him and nobody else. Because Paul has been very good at running other people's HOHs, and Josh was not about to have that. So he wanted to make it very clear that this is his HOH, this is his shine time, and nobody else is going to mess with that. So good for you, Josh. Another way that he surprised me was his target is Elena. Okay. Like, when he said that, I was like, I can get behind this. This is a good idea to me. Like, okay, let's do it. And then the conversation between Christmas and Josh happened last night, and my hopes and dreams were crushed. So, as we know, the temptation competition happened. It was the haunted house competition, which I loved. They had it on BBOTT, and you would know that if you watched it. If you didn't know what it was just an all feed season last year, or not last year, like 6 months ago, and it was awesome. I loved OTT so much. I loved it. I really wish that they were bringing it back, but they aren't. Like, it really makes me sad because it was awesome and it was so perfectly cast and just, I loved OTT, like, beyond. But they had that competition last night. They had it in OTT and it was so funny to watch last season when they had it. It was alright this season, like, watching it, but I don't know, I guess cause we watched it live happen on Big Brother Over the Top, so it was really cool to see it unedited and all of that. And I just don't like seeing anything on the regular episodes because it's just so overly edited, it's disgusting. But it was cool to see that competition again. Cody won it, Jessica threw it and lost. I understand that it was a strategy, I get it, but if you've been watching my videos for a long time, then you know that I'm just not a huge fan of competition throwers. It really bothers me, but at the same time, I get why she did it. I know, I understand, And I support it. It worked out. Like, she lost. She got what she wanted. She did it because she wanted to make sure that she played in the power veto and she couldn't be backdoored. So good for you, girl. I get it. It's just deep down in my heart, like, there's a little bit of it that's just like, oh, I hate it when people throw comps. It really hurts my soul. Because I just want to see people go for it and go hard and compete and just go nuts. And it makes me sad when people throw it because they're not going hard. But at the same time, like, I get it. Like, I'm not saying it was a bad idea for her to do. It breaks my soul a little bit. Like a tiny, tiny bit. To see anybody throw a comp. But at least she didn't quit. A lot of people are like, oh, that's still quitting. No, what Chrissy did in Big Brother Over the Top, that was straight up fucking quitting. That was quitting. What Jessica did was not quitting. There was strategy behind it. So there's the difference, okay? Oh, really quick, talking about Jessica. Let's talk about the cat ears from the eviction night the other night, okay? People are annoying me about this. Because apparently, according to fans, it's only allowed to be worn by Alex. Like, she's the one that started this trend. No. No, that's not how that works, okay? The cat ear thing is super popular, a huge trend. It's really popular in Asia and that whole area. And then Ariana Grande made it super duper popular here, and it's huge amongst the Coachella crowd. Jessica is a part of the Coachella crowd. If you go to her Instagram, you see her wearing those very same ears in some of her pictures at Coachella. She brought those ears with her. She wore them a few times on feeds, like in the very beginning. Alex, her thing is that she just overwears that shit. So everybody thinks that she's the only one allowed to do it. No, that's not how trends work. No. And it's so annoying. Oh, Jessica's just trying to be like Alex. No, they're both trying to be like whomever started the damn trend, okay? That's what they're both doing. The thing with Alex and her dumbass ears are that she's trying to have a thing. Kind of like how Paul last season had Pablo the duck. She's trying to have her little shtick. And so I guess she decided that those would be her little cat ears, and I just... Like, in the beginning, it was like, oh, that's cute. She's wearing cat ears. How adorable. But she overdoes it. She wears them 24/7, and it's gotten to the point where it's like, oh my god, girl, take those stupid cat ears off. It's no longer funny. It's no longer cute and adorable. You're shoving it in all of our faces. It's annoying. So when Jessica was wearing hers, I was like, oh, she looks cute. Like, it's like a surprise. And then I saw Alex was wearing hers. I was like, oh, shocking. She's wearing hers yet again, like, but yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Because it was really bugging me. But Jessica, I saw what you were trying to do too. Like, she was trying to work the whole Ariana Grande look big time, and I thought she looked adorable. Everybody else is like, oh my god, she's wearing a bra. It's a bralette, and it's also very popular amongst the young kids my age group these days. So... it's called a trend. She's not just this random slut that wants to wear a bra. No, it's a trend. The bralette. They were big in the 90s. Like, come on. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Jessica, she threw that competition. She got what she wanted. She was on the block, third nominee. It's such a risk, and it really breaks my heart. It makes me so stressed because I like Jessica and I want her to excel in this game. So going up on the block on your own accord, just so you could play in the power veto, is just so stressful for me. I would have much preferred them to have her win the competition and Cody throw it, but whatever. So... Josh ended up putting Mark and Elena up on the block. His target has been Elena these past few days. His whole point is she just can't stand the fact that she is a floater. She goes from side to side constantly. She floats to whomever is in power. He also has noticed that she tries to use her to gain favor amongst people, especially him right now. She's been working it like hardcore lately. Like big time. Wearing see-through tops, no bra, no pants, with like sexy underwear on. She's really trying to work the whole sex kitten look and trying to like use that against Josh. But he isn't buying that shit, Elena. He is not buying it. He has called your ass out on it. Like, he's not fooled. He's not one of those dudes that's going to be fooled by your shizit right now, girl. So you can just stop, because it's not working. Anyways, so his whole point with wanting her out is that she's just a floater. She's a really good liar and talker and manipulator. And he sees that as a bigger threat than Jessica is, because he knows where Jessica and Cody stand. They're honest with it. He knows what to expect from them. But Elena, he doesn't know what to expect with her, and that's dangerous to him. And I would actually have to agree. But personally, I just can't stand Elena's voice, so I'm really ready for her to go. And I'm also very much on the same side as I don't really like seeing players who jump side to side, like pick a side. I don't know. I guess to say I like players like Jessica who make their targets very known and they're very honest with what their plan is and they're not fucking around. Like, they're there with a goal and you're either behind it or you're against it, but either way, you know what to expect from them. Some people, they prefer the floaters. There's been some great floaters in the past. There's been some amazing floater winners. Dr. Will is one of my favorites. And he was a big time floater, constantly going to whomever was in power. But he had a good strategy behind it. Elena is just, I don't really know what she's trying to do. Like, I don't know. So, they had the power veto competition, well, the ceremony, and Christmas, she decided to use her damn temptation. She told Josh that she wasn't going to, and she ended up using it, because apparently she didn't want Paul or anyone else to think that she wasn't on their side anymore, and blah, 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 like, Christmas jingle bell bitch, shut up. And so that really annoyed me. Why? Because I feel like if you're given a temptation, then you need to use it when you are in trouble. Christmas, you were not in any way in danger right now. You are going to end up on the block. There's going to come a time where you're on the block. And with your fucking foot, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cuss as much. With your freaking foot, I have a baby on the way and I'm really trying to like work on my cussing, but I go on these vents and these rants and I just can't help it. Okay. Christmas, with your dang foot, you can hardly play in the majority of competitions that are going to be happening. So you need every advantage and every plus and every kind of help you can get. And here you are using your temptation right now when you're not even on the block, when you're not in any kind of danger. Like, it just really bothered me. And using it now benefits Paul's game by getting Jessica out of the house. And it just really, really irritated me. And I was so excited because Christmas and her gingerbread ass was all about the whole, yes, let's get Elena out. Let's get her ass out. Let's target her. Let's flip this bitch. This is your HOH. Don't let Paul run it. Blah, blah, blah. And then she goes and pulls this kind of BS, and it really bothered me. Like, when I found out that she used it, I, like, screamed at the laptop, which I'm filming on right now, which is why the quality isn't that amazing. I'm sorry. But I screamed at my laptop because I was just so frustrated. It was just, I guess for me personally, I would have saved it for when I need it. Not when I'm not on the block. Not when I'm not in any kind of danger. Like, I would have saved the temptation that could benefit me and help me in the game for when I need it specifically. But no, she had to go, and when Paul asked her to use it, she went and was like, okay, I'll use it. Like, go scoot away. So, I don't know if they're going to show this on the episode, but right after the power veto ceremony, well, they're definitely going to show this part, but I don't know if they're going to show her interaction with Jessica. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But right when Feeds got back from the POV ceremony, Cody, what are you doing? I mean, the ceremony, when they pick the players, right? Brain fart, pregnancy brain. Anyways, Cody, what are you doing? Feeds came back and homeboy was sobbing on Jessica's shoulder. And all you see in Feed's chat is victim noises! Bah! All over the Feed's chat. And I wanted to defend him so badly, but I just couldn't. Cody, you bitched at Josh for crying all the time. You can't go and cry. You gotta be about it, and you gotta stick to it. But at the same time, I did feel a little bit bad for him, because here's this, like, emotionless, like, stone cold dude, right? And he's all kinds of tough and, like, hard. I'm not gonna cry. And it was kind of sad seeing this game sort of break him. So at the same time, I was laughing, but then I was also like, oh, poor guy. Like, it's one of those situations when you know someone is really down, because normally they're very anti-cry. You never see them cry or show emotion. So when you do see them cry, you know it's really, like, bothering them. And so it was kind of sad, but at the same time, Cody, you can't go yell victim noises and then produce some victim noises. But, so anyways, so they were annoyed, obviously. Jessica was irritated as shit. They just feel like it's constant to them, like they're constantly being poked at, which is true. Like, they've been targets nonstop, and that's just, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, Cody, you had to have known that this would happen when you put Paul on the block. Like, Jessica, this is what happens when you associate yourself with kind of like the house enemy. You're going to be targeted big time. But anyways, so Cody was called to the DR, and Jessica goes to the bathroom, right? And Christmas scoots her ass in there and decides that now is the time that she wants to talk. And I don't understand this shit, or this crap. Cody and Jessica make it very clear when they don't want to speak to anybody. Jingle Bell Rock, Christmas came in, and Jessica said, Christmas, I have nothing to say to you right now. Like, please, I don't have anything to say. She said it very calmly, very coolly, very collected. She wasn't yelling, she wasn't cussing, she wasn't freaking out. She was very calm about it. Christmas, I have nothing to say to you right now. Please leave me alone. And what do these people freaking keep doing is just poking and poking when obviously Jody is just not in the mood to talk. Like, let them be angry. Okay, give them some time to cool down. The POV ceremony had just happened. She had just used her temptation to prevent Cody from helping Jessica get the power veto. Obviously, they're not going to want to talk. They're going to be annoyed. They're going to be pissed. Give them some time to cool the fuck down. But no! Just like Josh wanted to do, Christmas wanted to go in there right when they know that they're angry and have a conversation about what just happened. Oh my gosh, you need to not take this game so seriously, okay? You really need to learn how to separate game from personal. And then people get all surprised when Jody gives attitude back. It's like, when I'm angry, leave me alone. Don't speak to me just yet. Give me some time to cool down, because I'm going to say something in a way that you're not going to like, and it's probably going to get like blown up into something bigger than it should be. Just give me some time. Jody appears to be those same kind of people. You need to give them space so that they can collect themselves. And every single time, these people, it's like they do it on purpose. And then Jody gets this whole stigma or this name of being bullies because they give attitude back when they're clearly, like, it really bugs me. But yeah, what was funny about it was Christmas just ended up scooting away, and I couldn't help but laugh at Christmas because she looked so stupid. Like, I don't know. Like, when someone is clearly annoyed, someone is clearly mad, don't keep poking. Give them time to cool down, or don't be surprised when they give you attitude back. Bottom line. So, the Power Veto competition happened, and I don't remember what the actual competition was. I do know that they came back wearing, like, Western looking clothes, but I can't remember what the competition was. I'm sorry. But Mark ended up winning, and it was crazy to me that, like, I'll never understand people who try to get the Power Veto holder to not use the Power Veto. And then they get surprised and angry when they use the Power Veto. So basically, Mark, he ended up using it, right? But ever since he won, up until the ceremony where he used it on himself, which was today, Josh and everybody was trying to get Mark to not use the Power Veto on himself. He's on the block. And then, Josh's whole thing was, I just don't want to have the stress and responsibility of putting another nomination up. Well, then don't win HOH. If you're not prepared for the responsibilities, then don't win HOH. Because you might end up having to put up a replacement nomination. And if you don't like it, don't win the damn competition. That's just how that works. Sorry, Josh. I think it's incredibly stupid and selfish and just idiotic of anybody to expect someone who is on the block to not use the damn veto. But Josh had ended up telling Mark and Raven, look, I'm going to be using one of you as a pawn. You guys decide amongst yourselves who goes up. They, after consulting Paul, because they're so far up Paul's ass, you can barely see their toenails, they decided that Raven would be the better pawn right now. Raven's all kinds of excited because she gets to do a speech and shout out her mom and her gastro blah 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 blah, whatever it's called, and her 100,000 other illnesses. And she's all kinds of excited about that, and to that I just can't help but go like this. Like, triple eye roll, head roll, any kind of roll I can do to that. Like, I'm so overhearing Raven and her damn illnesses. It's just so annoying. And she is, and not even an hour after, she's already going, oh my god, my anxiety, my stomach hurts, my head hurts. Like, girl, you are the biggest drama queen I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Like, beyond. She should get an award for her drama queen-ness. Anyways, so right now, it is Raven, Jessica, and Elena up on the block. I thought that Elena was going to be the target, but it is completely changed back to Jessica after the conversation between Xmas and Josh last night. I was super pumped, like, to the moon, to the stars, to Pluto. I was like, yes, there's going to be a change in the house, and Paul isn't going to be expecting it, and it's not going to be what he wants, and I'm super pumped and super excited, yeah! And then Christmas goes and plays devil's advocate again, like she always does. That's her thing, okay? She'll agree with you and your agenda or whatever to the stars, and she'll totally be about it and be behind it. And then she'll play devil's advocate, and her true colors will show. And it always benefits Paul's game. You'll see. You'll notice that, right? It always benefits Paul's game when she plays devil's advocate. So she was all about yeah, let's get Elena out. But think about this. Maybe this would be a better idea. Maybe we should do this instead. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I was just super pumped about how Christmas was all, this is your HOH, not Paul's. We can do this. Let's get Elena out. And then she goes and does that shit. She uses the temptation. She plays devil's advocate for Paul again. And it's just so frustrating. I'm just so over seeing the same shit, like, constantly. So, yeah, I was really excited about seeing some change and seeing Elena go. But, you know, whatever. But, I mean, at the same time, it's not like Paul would have been very surprised. Why? Because Jason and Alex went and told Paul the damn plan anyways. So he was already pissed about it. Already kind of knew. He was already doing damage control and all this shit. Or this crap. I swear to God, it's so annoying. Seeing these people just do that. Like, just so over it. If you watch feeds, you should understand what I'm saying. Like, when Alex and Jason did that, Alex is the biggest disappointment for me this entire season. She really is. The biggest. And Raven is number 1 on my shit list. So, on my shit list, it's Raven, Alex, and Christmas right now. Christmas, she can get off of my shit list if she proves to me that she's playing her own game. But at this point, what I'm hoping for is Cody wins HOH. He plans on putting Xmas and Alex up on the block, which is gold for me. Amazing. If one of them wins the HOH, Paul goes up as a backdoor. I'm totally fine with these nominations. Like, they are perfect for me, 100%. I want Christmas to go home, or I want her up on the block so that she can see that she could have used that temptation for her freaking self. And that's just all I want. Like, I don't necessarily want Christmas to go home, but I want her to see that the temptation could have been used for yourself. You should have saved it for yourself. But whatever. So, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Oh, yeah. And by the way, so Mark used the power of veto, and they were pissed about it. They were mad. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe that he put me in this position. Bah. And that really bugs me when they do that, like when people do that in Big Brother. It's like, if you were in his position, you would 100% use that damn veto. Paul was like, I can't believe he didn't trust us. Excuse me? Trust in Big Brother? Really? Where? Especially with you, Paul? Are you on heroin? Just annoying, and like, I just feel bad for Mark. I really like Mark. I'm not too sure about his gameplay, but I'll have to wait to see him as HOH before I can critique that. But I think that he's a really nice guy. I'm really happy that he won HOH, won power veto, but I'm just sad that Jessica didn't. Like, Jessica, you had one job, and that was to win power veto and save yourself. What the hell? But whatever. Whatever. There's nothing that can be done. It already happened. I'm trying to remind myself so I don't get too worked up about it, because sometimes I just get so freaking pissed. Anyways, let me know in the comment section what you thought about these past couple of days. Who do you want to see go home and why? And do you think that it was smart of Christmas to use her temptation this week, or do you think she should have saved it for when she needs it? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in a couple of days.